Yes, people, what's going on? Welcome to Stretford Paddock. I am Adam McKola. Manchester United have beaten Southampton 1-0 at St Mary's. Our second win on the spin after beating Liverpool on Monday. 2 wins in a week after opening the season with 2 defeats in a row. It feels a little bit better to be Erik ten Hag and a little bit better to be a Manchester United fan right now. And we were holding on towards the end there. Those ugly 1-0 wins always feel a little bit better, don't they? And you have to take your hats off to Manchester United's defence, who have shown such a massive improvement over the last week or so, and particularly since we've put Varane and Martinez together. Lisandro Martinez today was my man of the match. Notable mentions to the likes of Bruno Fernandes, Scott McTominay as well, who deserve shout out amongst a few others in the team. But Lisandro Martinez was my man of the match today. Raphael Varane weren't too far behind him, and those two are building a lovely little partnership, aren't they? You got the little one and the big one. You've got one that's a Rolls Royce, one that likes a little bit of aggression. They're both decent with the ball at the feet. I really like what we're seeing from them, and hopefully they can continue to build this partnership that we're seeing develop at the moment over the last 2 games. That clean sheet will be massive for them and for David De Gea behind them as well, who made a great save in that second half today as Southampton were putting the pressure on Manchester United. But Varane and Martinez have really changed things at the back. And they've really come in and brought a little bit of composure, and I'm excited to see how that continues, and hopefully they can both stay fit as well. Varane's issue at United has been his fitness, and Erik ten Hag in the summer took his time with him, tried to build him up, tried to get him fitter, and it's paying dividends at the moment. Diogo Dalot and Tyrell Malacia also did well today. Tyrell Malacia was put under the cosh a few times, and Diogo Dalot did let a few crosses in that he shouldn't have, but generally they played really well, got forward really well too. I'm really looking forward to seeing more of Tyrell Malacia, and Diogo Dalot was excellent for the goal. He got forward, he got the cross in for Bruno Fernandes, and I'm pretty sure he meant to find Bruno Fernandes. He wasn't just drilling a ball into the box. He saw Bruno Fernandes approaching the edge of the box. He whipped in a great cross. Now Bruno Fernandes still had a lot to do. You'd expect many players to maybe take a touch, or if they're going to hit it first time, to absolutely put their foot through it. But he showed a little bit of finesse and kind of side-footed it into the net. Fantastic finish from him just after the half-time break as well, where you were thinking, Southampton could shock us here, could get a result. And Bruno Fernandes goes and gets that goal. And then you're looking at Manchester United hoping to see the game out. The pity for us was we didn't show much threat after that in terms of trying to get a goal. And look, Erik ten Hag will want us to improve in terms of our pressing, in terms of our football, in terms of our build-up play. We are seeing glimpses of it, but not enough of it, especially over 90 minutes. We've held on against Liverpool, we've held on today. But these victories will build confidence. And once you build that confidence, once you get the results under the table, get some points under the table, hopefully the performances will begin to flow. You'll have more time in training with the manager as well. You'll get to know him more. Making mistakes will help you learn more when, don't do this next time, do that. Or, the manager, I'm sure, will be speaking to him after each game and telling him where he wants them to improve. Casemiro came on as a substitute today. I thought McTominay did really well today in certain parts of the game. But still in the first half, we need someone that's going to pick that ball up off the back line and get it forward and get the front three into the game. I don't think they were in the game enough today, or Bruno or Eriksen as well. We need to bring those into the game, especially in the first half, and Casemiro will help us do that. He came on today, he was excited, he was diving into challenges, he missed a few, and then he settled. And look, I think eventually we'll get to see him starting. I'd probably start him against Leicester. But it's good to have these issues of Scott McTominay playing well at the moment and Fred coming in and doing a job as well. Because previously, a week or so ago, we were all feeling pretty negative about McTominay and Fred. Now, I still don't think they're necessarily good enough to be starting week in, week out for Man United. But it's better to be seeing these performances from them. We need a squad. There's going to be so many games this season. We've got the World Cup coming up as well. We're going to need to utilise our squad. So you need these squad players putting in performances. And I thought today Scott McTominay did that. Of course, Casemiro will be a huge improvement once he gets to settle and once he gets his feet under the table. But I understood, as much as I wanted him to start, I understood why he didn't start. Playing at Real Madrid, he's got Kroos and Modric in front of him most of the time. All he has to do is get the ball and give it to them. In the Premier League, playing in a faster league with people pressing you in your face constantly, you're playing with a new midfield where you maybe need to take 1 or 2 more touches on the ball than necessary you had to before. I can understand why we maybe need to take it slowly with him. But against Leicester, I'd bring him in, get him in there from the start. Because also, bringing him in as a sub, he has to adjust, he has to get up to the speed of the game. It's always better when you do start a match. But I thought You know, Casemiro coming in, excited to see more of him. We need to see more from our front three today. Anthony Elanga, we can clearly improve on that position. Anthony Martial being out injured is a massive problem, but it also shows you how much we lack in terms of depth. Cristiano Ronaldo didn't start today, came on as a late sub. It's clear that he's probably going to leave Manchester United. Then we've got no depth even further. So we need to bring in signings. We're being linked with Anthony. We're being linked with Hatpo. We need to bring in signings in those forward positions. It's that simple. It really is that simple. But today, the result was the most important thing. The goal was fantastic though. And in the first half, we should have scored. There was a moment where we had, I think Elanga had a shot which was well saved. Then he gets the follow-up, gets it in for Bruno Fernandes, who has a header off the line. And then Christian Eriksen has a shot which is blocked off the line. Like, we were put through it today in that first half. We probably should have got a goal then. We didn't. We managed to get that second half goal. Still a lot of the game to go. Southampton were putting the pressure on. And you'd hope eventually once Ten Hag gets his coaching into us, gets us playing a little bit better, that we'll be better in those situations, you know what I mean, where we need to keep possession of the ball and stuff. And Casemiro will obviously help us improve in that aspect as well. But it's clear, you know, we're getting there with this manager. The players are putting in the effort now as well, which we saw lacking in the first two games. And long may it continue. But still clear areas of improvement in terms of performance. But I'm so delighted with that 1-0 win. The early kickoff as well, you normally get done over in the early kickoff, don't you? So great to see us get that win. Still plenty more to come from us, and I'm sure Ten Hag will be demanding more. But I am absolutely buzzing. Like I said, Lisandro Martinez, my man of the match. But shout outs for Varane, Bruno, McTominay maybe. Let us know your thoughts in those comments below. And a clean sheet, we haven't had one of them. We haven't had an away win since, what, 7, 8 games? We've lost on the spin away from home after that record run that we went on under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. So it's great to finally have another away win. And we need to keep it up. But yeah, we'll have plenty more coming your way. We've obviously got the Leicester game, which is on deadline day. So you'll have an action-packed day here on Stretford Paddock. I'm sure we'll be covering deadline day and all the transfers. And we'll be covering the game as well, where we'll be together in the studio. And I will be on the Stretford Paddock show. So yeah, make sure you're keeping it locked for all that good stuff. And yeah, what a wonderful way to start the week. Anyway, keep it locked by hitting that subscribe button. Make sure you're coming back. Also, do me a favour, yeah, head over to twitch.tv/Adam McKola and hit a subscribe, hit a follow. Also, youtube.com/Adam McKola. Sorry to be a big, massive beg, but you know, United have won and all that. Also, paddockmerch.com. We got some lovely t-shirts out there. Lisandro Martinez, Ten Hag ones. And yeah, 1-0 to Manchester United. United win. Happy days. Guys, keep it locked. I'm out of here for now. See you in a bit.